Good evening, everyone.
Good evening, sir.
Okay, so we are seeing that lesser number of crowds today. What happened? Only 35 students have joined. So okay. Anyway, okay, so let's start with the okay. So let's start with our solve with us session. So this is week three solve with us. So I'm going to share. Okay, I think until now you guys are habituated with what we are doing here. So week three we are going to start. So here I'm going to show you the slides and you have to answer it in the peer deck, right? Okay, just give me a minute. I will share my screen. So until now, what is happening? So everything is going fine or smooth? No, no comments. Huh? So we are planning to have one, this mock session, mock test in this week. So maybe it will happen on the weekend. It will be best on week one and two. So everybody try to solve that question paper. Okay, so that will help you understanding the concept in week one and two. Apart from that, you will be able to see like you will have one more mock test on week one to four, right? Okay. So is it my screen visible?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay, sure. So likewise, you are doing from the past 2 weeks. Use joinpd.com. Go there. Then write this code there. It is TOOUBM.
Where are mock tests available?
That will be available on the portal itself. So it is not released yet. Maybe by tomorrow it will be released, and the notification regarding that will be so announcement will be sent to your WhatsApp or maybe on the mail. Just check on that, okay?
Sir, it will be announced now.
Huh? Sorry.
Announcement will be done now
Regarding
regarding the mock test.
no announcement, I haven't sent. I think for stats one, right?
Sir, it's done for mathematics.
Yeah, that's what it is for mathematics. It's completed. For stats, we are going to do this week. Okay,
Okay, sir.
so that will be the syllabus will be week one and two. So maybe by this weekend or maybe by Friday it will get released, or maybe so when tomorrow is your deadline for week three, right? Wednesday. So we'll
Yes,
have
sir.
this mock test maybe by Thursday or Friday. Regarding that, I will send an announcement when which day and what time it will be available. We just have to. So in maths, it was time test or it was open for like longer time.
Sir,
Sir,
it's
say
open
from
for
today
3 days.
Longer time.
till
For three
today
days. For
till
3 days.
Thursday.
Sorry.
It's from
Okay.
today
Okay.
till
Okay.
Thursday.
Okay. It is 2 to 3 days.
2
Okay. Fine.
days. And
Oh,
then
we'll do that. We'll do the same then. I will send the announcement. Okay. Don't worry about it. I will send whether it will be time test or not. I will send the announcement. Just try that mock test. Okay. All of you have joined this one. Joinpd.com. I'm
Yes, sir.
seeing
Yes, sir.
26
Fine.
students. So, and in the meeting, a lot of students are there. Around 46 students are there. So, others also please join. Go to joinpd.com and use this code, which is you can see on my right screen of the board. It is TOOUBM. Okay. Okay. Let's start then. So this is prelude one to question number one. If numbers 2, 6, 7, and 9 have frequencies 8, 4, 6, and 5, find the mean of the data. So week three comprises of what? It's about the numerical variable or numerical data. So you can see one variable which is having the numbers as 2, 6, 7, and 9, and for those for that variable the corresponding frequencies as 8, 4, 6, and 5. You have to find the mean of the data. So just take 2 minutes or 5 minutes, and we'll see the responses and we'll see the solution after that. Okay.
Sir, hello.
Yes.
I missed the open session because that time my Python class was going on. If
Okay.
there is time, can you please explain that percentile and
Yeah,
IQ
we'll
or
do.
one?
Okay, we will do at the end of this session. We'll do that. Okay.
Oh, thank you, sir.
Okay, fine. See, if you miss any sessions, right? We are having office hours or problem solving sessions daily.
Yeah.
You can go there and you can ask the questions there also. So these are the students who are TAs now currently for these courses. They were previously completed stats one with good numbers, so they can help you. Otherwise,
Okay.
we can discuss it here also. No issues in that. Okay. So these
Thank
sessions are there. Whenever you have the doubt,
you.
immediately you can get the answers. So
Oh,
that is there. You need not to wait for like Tuesday, right? After Saturday, I think we have this session on Tuesday. But we'll
oh,
discuss percentile. A lot of students will face the issue, so we'll discuss that one.
thank you.
Okay. Okay. Yeah. The mean is 31.75. Sorry, mean is 31.75. You can write the answer. I will check. So there are a lot of answers I'm getting. You can write it in the peer deck. We'll discuss the solution. Okay. So I can see a lot of answers here. You can write it there. Okay. Fine.
Sir, we have to just type the numbers in, am I right, sir?
Yes, yes. The final answer. That's it.
Okay, thank you, sir.
Sir,
Hmm?
while solving questions,
Hmm.
what can I say? Can I ask in Hindi?
Okay, okay, fine. Go ahead.
सर जब मैं मतलब क्वेश्चन सॉल्व करती हूँ ना तो एग्जैक्ट आंसर नहीं मिलता मुझे. डेसिमल पॉइंट्स में मिलता है तो मैं पुटअप कर देती हूँ आंसर। तो वहां पे सपोज 6.33 आंसर होगा, तो समटाइम्स वो 7 आंसर होता है, 6.33 नहीं होता। सो मतलब
No,
एग्जैक्ट आंसर कैसे मिलेगा सर?
no. See, कुछ questions में है ना. So okay, I'll speak in English. So
Yes.
so for some questions, it will be the exact answer will be there. For this kind of question, so here you can see find the mean of the data. If exact answer is not there, so we'll provide the range in the question paper. Also, we'll provide the range. For example, you are saying your answer is 6.33, right? Or somebody's answer will come around like 6.4, or someone's is, let's say, 6.2 or something. So we'll provide the range as 6 to 7, for example. Okay, in that range, whatever answers will be there, it will be correct. But for questions, you should enter the exact answer. For example, let's say there are 5 numbers, let's say 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, and if I ask you to find the mean of these numbers, so what will be the mean? It should be 3, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. If this is my data, and if I ask you for the mean, it should be 3. Then in that case, you should write the answer exactly as 3, because for certain questions you cannot do the calculations mistake, right? But for this kind of questions where you can see these are numbers and these are the frequencies, you might have the answers according to your how you are doing the calculations. So we are saying that write your answer correct to 2 decimal accuracy, right? So for example, the answer is, like, if I am doing the calculations, my answer is coming out, let's say 6.23. Okay, in that case the range will be 6 point or maybe 5.9 to 6.5. So in that range, whatever answers the students will put will give them the correct answer, right? So that is the
Okay
thing.
sir.
Okay, so for this
सर
question we'll see. Okay,
वन
yeah.
मोर डाउट, अगर हमारा मीन एक 1.55 होगा और एक्स आई 2 होगा, तो फॉर स्टैंडर्ड डेविएशन हम एक्स आई माइनस एक्स बार करते हैं ना?
करेक्ट.
तो हाँ, तो सपोज 1.55 माइनस 2 करना है, तो सम मैं क्या करती हूँ कि 1 लेती हूँ, 1 माइनस 2 करती हूँ,
क्यों?
बट हमें बट हाँ सर, मैं राउंड ऑफ
हाँ.
करके
No.
वो वैल्यू करती हूँ। सो
Nah, that is wrong approach actually. See, आप जब कर रही हो ना, आप जब ऐसे सॉल्व कर रहे हो, राइट? जैसे 1.55 तो आपके नंबर्स ऐसे मान दो कि 1.55 एक्सरसाइज आर 1.55 1, और जनरली हम नहीं पूछते वैसे, जनरली नंबर्स होते हैं 2, 6, 7, 9, बट इन केस इट इज देयर लाइक 1.55, अगला डेटा पॉइंट आपका अगर है 1.25, राइट? एंड your mean is, let's say, x bar is 2, so you should write 1.55 minus 2, so it will come out as 0.45. You should do round off at the end of the answer, right? आप अब जब फाइनल आंसर लिख रहे हो ना, तभी आप राउंड ऑफ कर सकते हो. वो भी नहीं करना है एक्चुअली. आपको जैसा जो नंबर्स आ रहे हैं आपको वैसे एज इट इज पुट करने हैं. हम जब बोल रहे हैं कि आपको 2 डेसिमल एक्यूरेसी तक आपको आंसर लिखना है, इसका मतलब ये है कि आपको जो भी फाइनल आंसर आ रहा है वहां पे आप लिख. आप अगर पहले से ही राउंड ऑफ करोगे ना तो एरर जनरेट होगा, राइट? सो देखो 1.55 माइनस 2 इज इक्वल टू व्हाट? 0.45. बट आप 1 माइनस 2 कर रहे हो तो वो क्या हो रहा है? 1 आ रहा है, तो उसमें बहुत ज्यादा एरर आ रहा है, राइट?
यस
वो एरर अकोमोडेट नहीं होगा. आपको एग्जैक्ट कैलकुलेशंस करनी पड़ेंगी वहां पे, ठीक है? जब आप फाइनल आंसर लिख रहे हो ना तभी आप, और वो भी आपको अगर बोला गया है कि आप राउंड ऑफ करके लिखो आंसर तभी लिखना है. अदरवाइज जो भी आपका फाइनल आंसर व्हाटएवर जो आपके डेसिमल्स आ रहे हैं उसको आपको एज इट इज लिखना है, ठीक है?
ओके सर, बट सर इन परसेंटाइल हम राउंड ऑफ करते हैं, बट तो मुझे ये
राउंड
नहीं
ऑफ
समझ आ
नहीं
रहा
कर. अच्छा
कि
ठीक है, मैं आपको है
राउंड
ना,
ऑफ कब करना है और कब नहीं।
नहीं मैं आपको बताता हूँ परसेंटाइल वाले में, आपको बताता हूँ मैं कैसे करना है, ठीक है? जब हम फाइनल अभी एंड में लेंगे ना वो क्वेश्चंस, तो आपको बताता हूँ. बट इन जनरल जब फाइंड द मीन ऑफ द डेटा है या स्टैंडर्ड डेविएशन आप जैसे बोल रहे हो, वहां पे आपको राउंड ऑफ बिल्कुल नहीं करना है, ठीक है?
ओके सर, ओके
एज इट इज जैसे कैलकुलेशंस आ रहे कैलकुलेटर पे वैसे लिखने हैं, ठीक है?
ओके सर।
Okay, so okay, then let's see the solution. I think 37 students have responded here. Okay, so this is my data, right? So I have tabulated my data into numbers and frequencies. So numbers are 2, 6, 7, and 9. their corresponding frequencies are for number 2 the corresponding frequency is 8, for number 6 the corresponding frequency is 4, for number 7 the corresponding frequency is 6, and for number 9 corresponding frequency is 5. So how to find the mean for this group data? So we'll say that this is a group data. So it is x bar equals to summation of I equals to 1 to 4 xi into fi. What is xi? Xi is what? Each number, right? And fi is what?
Yes, sir.
Each frequency corresponding to that
Frequency.
number, right?
Yes,
And
sir.
and divided by the sum of the all frequencies. So your answer should be 2 into 8. So see, first number 2 into its frequency, 2 into 8. Since it is summation, so we are saying 2 into 8 plus 6 into 4 plus 7 into 6 plus 9 into 5 divided by all the sum of the frequencies. So what
Sir,
are the sum of
divide by all the sum of numbers. So, you know,
frequencies, right?
summation
8,
fix.
sorry,
Divide by sum of all numbers now.
all
Summation
numbers
of all.
nahi. See, okay, maybe I'll show you how this data looks like. I'll tell you in a minute. Maybe you are confused. Okay, so can you tell me what is the question? So I'll write the tablet data. It is 2. Then what is
Oh,
there?
2,
6,
6, 7, 8.
7, 9.
7, 9.
Okay,
And what are the
Nine.
answer.
frequencies? So
8,
let's say these are x's, these are frequencies. So it is 8,
8, 4,
hmm,
6, 5,
6, 5.
5.
What does this mean? What does this mean? 2, this number is 2. So
Yes,
okay,
sir.
what is this? This is what? Xi is what? This is my
2,
numerical variable, right?
numerical set.
Right. And
Yes,
what
sir.
is this fi? It is its frequency,
Frequency.
right? So as
Yes.
we have seen in the previous questions or previous week, it was categorical data, right? So it was written there like it was, let's say there were categories, right? A, B, C, and D,
D.
and their corresponding frequencies were written. So for example, A, let's say same frequency I'll take 8, 4, 6, and 5. What does this mean?
8
A
plus
is
4 plus 6
appearing
plus
8
5
times.
So
divided
A,
by 4.
no, that is okay. What does this mean? A is appearing 8 times, right? So A, right? Like this, right? That is
Yes,
why
sir.
I'm counting these frequencies, right? So how many times in my data set A is appearing? So suppose my data set is like this: B, okay, A, C, D, A. So A, how many times is there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, done. A is done. Let's say one more B, C. Okay, let's say one more C and D. Okay, so this is there. So when I'm, this is my data set, right? This is my data set.
Yes, sir.
How so I know how many unique categories are there. A,
4.
right?
4.
Then B, C, and D.
D.
These are my categories. So how I'll tabulate this data? I'll say A, then B, then C, and D, and then I'll write how many times C is appearing: 1,
8.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8,
8.
right? B is how many times occurring? 1,
4.
2, 3, and 4, right? C is occurring how many times? 1,
6.
6 times, and likewise this 5. So this is how I have prepared this table, right?
Yes, sir.
Similarly, in this case, so it was the categorical data previous time, right? This is numerical data. What happened here? The categories has changed. So what are the numbers here in numerical variable? What does this mean? For xi equals to 2, the corresponding frequency is 8. What does that mean?
2 is appearing 8 times.
2 is appearing
8
8
Times.
times in my data set, right? So how my data set look like?
2, 2,
2, 2,
8
2, 8 times, 6, 4 times, 7, 6 times, and 9, 5 times.
Right? So let's say I'll write. So it is, let's say 2, 2, 2, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8 times 2 is appearing, right? Then 6 is appearing how many times?
4
1,
4
times.
2,
times.
3, 4. Then 7 is appearing 6
6
times.
6
times.
times.
5, 6. Then 9 is occurring,
5
5
times.
times.
right? Okay. So suppose if I wanted to, so same data set I have written, right? So
Yes.
whatever this is there, this is same I have written here. So if I wanted to find the mean of this data, how will I find the mean of this data? I'll write 2 plus 2, right? So So okay,
Yes, sir.
what I'll do is I'll just
2 into 8.
Simply
2
6
plus
into
2
2.
plus 2 plus 2 plus 2 plus 2, right?
Yes,
Plus
sir.
6 plus 6 plus 6 plus 6 plus 7 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 okay, this thing, right?
Yes,
Okay.
sir.
And divided by how, what I will do?
It's 2 8 times 4 6 times 8 plus 4 plus 6 plus 5.
So divided by the number, how many times,
8
right?
5.
So 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11 12 13 14 15 16 17 18 19 20 21 22 23.
23.
I'll write
23.
23, right?
Yes, sir.
Right. So
Yes,
okay, I can write this as
got it.
compactly. How I'll write is 2 into 6 plus
Plus
6 into 4 plus 7 into
7 into 6.
2 into
6
8, sir.
plus 9 into
9 into 5.
okay, right, and divided by
8
23.
plus
23.
So
23.
what is this 23? It is
summation
8
F5.
8 plus 4
4 plus
Total
6.
number of
6 plus
frequency.
5. So these are what?
Frequencies.
Frequencies, right?
Yes, I got it, sir.
So this is, if I wanted to use directly formula, so it will be summation of xi
F5.
fi upon summation of fi.
F5.
So I can directly write as 2 into what is the corresponding frequency plus 6 into 4 plus 7 into 6 plus 9 into 5 divided by all the frequencies, which is 8 plus 4 plus 6 plus 5, right?
Yes,
So this
sir.
is how we have to do. Fine.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Thank you,
So
sir.
okay. So the answer should be 5.52. Okay. Okay. So I think this is clear, right? So let's
Yes,
move to
sir.
the next question. Question
Sir,
one is, yes,
I got 5.75.
5.75 is fine. That is okay. No issues.
Okay,
So
sir.
anything between, let's say, 5.2 to 5.8, it will be considered as correct. Okay.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
Okay. So that is how we calculate for the final exam or quizzes also. Okay.
So,
Okay. Yes.
but I got 5.75 by like some other method. Like I just added it and like I divided it by 4 because there were 4 observations. So like the number of frequencies, I added that and just divided by the number of observations.
How many observations are there?
So 4, like technically, because 2, 6, 7, like I considered them as observations. Would that, because I got the answer
No, that is
5.75. I
yeah,
mean,
that is okay, but that is the incorrect approach, because
okay,
observations, if you see, the
okay, sir.
observations are these, right? This
Yeah,
first
yeah,
observation, the second observation. So
exactly,
if
sir.
so, this observation should be 23,
Okay.
right? So sum of all observations should be equal to sum of all frequencies.
Oh,
Right?
okay, sir.
That is the rule, right? Okay. Or you can see, you can actually correlate, right? In general, if you do counting, right, anywhere, you will do like this, correct? So this 2 4 6 7 8 9, these are, let's say, some cards are there, you are playing some cards, right? In that case, 2 is coming how many times? Or simple example is, if you throw a dice, right? So let's say you throw dice for 50 times, and what will be your variable? So the numbers on the die, right? So it will be 1 2 3 4 5 6.
Yes,
So
sir.
these are
1
not the
from 6.
observations, right? The
Okay.
observations will be how many times 1 is occurring, how many times 2 is occurring, how many times 3 is occurring. So
Oh, okay.
right?
Okay, sir.
So there are 50 observations, correct? Because I have thrown the die for
Dice 50
50 times.
times. Yes, sir.
So that is my 50 observations. So 1 is occurring how many times? That is the frequency corresponding to number 1. 2 is occurring how many times? That is the frequency corresponding to number 2. And if you add all the frequencies, that should be equal to total number of observations.
Okay, sir.
Right?
For discrete data, only for identifying the mean, we need to for a sum divided by n, right?
Yes. For continuous, we haven't studied. And one more thing is, for continuous, we don't use summation, right? For continuous, we'll use integration. So those you will study, I think, in the maybe some later weeks. You study about continuous variable also. Okay. So let's solve this question. Question number 1: if numbers 4 5 7 and 8 have frequencies x minus 3 x x plus 3 x, okay, you have to tabulate this data first, and you are given their mean as 6.225. You have to find the value of x. Excuse me, sir. Excuse me, sir. Excuse me, sir. Hello. Hello.
I think sir is not there. Do you have
Okay.
any problem?
Yeah, actually, I had some couple of doubts whether or not calculators would be allowed in the exam.
So calculator is in the on the website, so it will be allowed. Okay. So the
Okay.
examination, what can say?
TCS scientific calculator will be available.
So,
It will
so,
be
so
allowed.
so you will find upper left side, right side corner, calculator sign. So
Are we
anything?
sure in here? Are we sure in here?
Yeah,
Because okay.
sure.
Okay, and if the decimal points are not mentioned, like up to what decimal we have to write the answers, so until which decimal point we should write them.
2 decimal.
Okay.
So it's already will be written in your question. So
If
till
it is
till
not, I am
if it is
worried about
not,
if it is not.
then approx I think till 2, right?
Okay.
2
Thank
decimal.
you. Thank you. Thank you.
Is there anyone who can help me to how to derive this? Which formula need to apply?
सुपरमार्केट में नहीं मिला वो लेकिन
Is that anyone can guide me how to derive this?
I can try.
Which formula need to apply?
So frequency into multiply by the value, it will give us the
4x minus 3 like that, or
yeah. So 4x,
4x
no, 4 into x minus 3, 5 into x plus 7
Like the
into x.
previous one.
Sorry.
Like the previous one you have to do.
Sorry, I joined in the middle. I don't know what to do.
Yes. Yeah, same as the previous, but I think there is some problem in question.
it means 4x minus 12 like that.
Yeah, like
So can you move to the next then?
It means in the like existing sum in the numerator, which will come like a 4 plus 5 plus 7 plus 8 like that will come, or
Yeah.
number of observations.
Yeah. So sum of frequency is total number of observations.
So answer is 10.
yes.
I'm getting 3.1.
I'm getting 9 for x. Is that right?
Yes, 9. I also got 9.
can someone help me how to solve the denominator part?
Just add frequency, it will give 4x.
Sum of frequency. X minus 3 plus x plus 3 plus x. The 3 get cancelled, we get 4x. That's the denominator for the mean. And you just have to like put all the values on the top, right? You'll multiply it, right? So 4 and x minus 3 will multiply into each other to like, and you do that with all the numbers and just equate it with the mean, that is 6.225, and after a while you get the answer.
So the answer, what is the answer?
10.
10.
I got 10.
Okay,
I got
so yeah,
9 divided by 2.9, which is
we'll
about
see the
3.
solution now. Okay, so yeah, so previously what we have done, right, in prelude 1 of question 1, we have the numbers and we have given the corresponding frequencies, right? Correct? So here the frequencies are given in terms of x, right? So for number 4 we have the frequency as x minus 3, 5 we have frequency x, 7 frequency x plus 3, and 8 is x. So all the frequencies are in terms of x. So how many unknowns are here? One unknown is there, right?
One unknown.
Right. So we have to find. So we have one formula to find the mean of this group data, which is x bar equals to summation of I equals to 1 to 4 xi fi upon summation of fi. So by using the information given in the table, as well as we have known that the mean of this group data is 6.225, correct? So yeah, just what you have done previously, instead of the real numbers, we have to use these frequencies. So it is equals to 4 into x minus 3 plus 5 into x plus 7 into x plus 3 plus 8 into x divided by summation of frequencies, which is x minus 3 plus x plus x plus 3 plus x. So if you solve this equation, you will get x equals to 10, right?
So last time we had a number of observations in meter side.
No,
But
number of
now
observations were same, right? So you can see here. So in the denominator, it was 8 plus 4 plus 6 plus 5, right? Summation of Fi, correct?
Sorry.
Right?
Okay,
so
okay.
here you can see these are the summation of frequencies, which is equals to again total number of observations. Okay. So here x is equals to how much?
10.
It is equals to
So
10.
I'm not getting x is equal to 10 after solving. Probably the numerical part is incorrect.
Okay, you can see this minus 3 and plus 3 will get cancelled. So
It's
in the
4x.
denominator it will be 4x. 4x into 6.225.
It's
So just
24.9.
into x, right? And you have to solve this. So it will be 4x minus 12 plus 5x plus 7x plus 21 plus
24x
8x.
plus 9
So
divided
8
by
plus
4x is equal to 6.225.
so you just solve. Maybe you have done the calculation mistake there. Maybe
There is no 1 in that 6225 only.
Yeah, so it is coming 24x plus 9 divided by 4x is equal to 6.225.
Yep, that's the same equation I got, and I got the answer 10.
Okay, can you tell me? Okay, let's maybe I'll just see. Just give me the final expression. Just a minute on my pen.
24x plus 9.
So it is how much? It is 6.225 into how much? This is 4x equals to
24x plus 9.
plus 9. Okay. So this is how much?
This is 24.9.
24.9 x equals to 24x plus 9, right? So it will become 0.9 x equals to 9, right? So x
Yes,
equals
sir.
to 9 by 0.9, which is equals to 10.
10.
Correct?
Yeah, I don't know what did I smoke.
Check it. Like I don't think it's difficult one. Maybe you have done some mistake there. I'm not sure. So you can see here, it's very simple equation, right? Okay. That's it. Maybe you have done somewhere mistake. Just take once again your problem and you might find the mistake. Okay, so let's proceed to the next question. Question 2 is the mean and population standard deviation of the data set containing 5 observations is 10 and 6 respectively. So the data set is given where 5 observations are there and mean for those observations is 10 and 6. Later it is noted that one observation 1 is wrongly noted as 6. Okay, what is the mean of the original data set? So your understanding the problem is right. So you have 5
Yes,
observations.
this problem, the standard deviation problem, I never able to solve this. Mean I can, but standard deviation not able to.
We will solve. It's just not that difficult actually. You just okay. Maybe I'll give you the hint. So how will you write any observations? So I let's say there are 5 observations. I have written like this: x1, okay, because I do not know the observations, right? So let's say it is x1, x2, x3, x4, and x5. So the mean of these observations will be what? x1 plus x2 plus x3 plus x4 plus x5 divided by
5
equals to
First,
10.
Yes.
First, let us try, sir.
Yeah, I'm just giving you the hint. So x bar equals, so this is x bar, right?
Mean I'm able to do that, but the standard deviation part is.
So standard deviation, you have to subtract this, right? I think it is
Standard deviation.
We have to
Study the properties of standard deviation when a new.
You have to solve this equation. Okay, just try it. We'll solve it. Okay, just try it now.
Now, what is the population variance formula need to apply?
Divide by 5. I mean, variance.
Population variance we need to apply, right? X1 minus X whole square plus X2 minus X whole square.
Sorry, what happened?
Population variance formula need to apply, right? X1
Yes,
minus X1 minus X whole square plus X2 minus X whole square, like
X means X bar. So which is mean divided by, so it's a population standard. So you can standard deviation, you have to take the root of population variance, right?
Yeah,
And one more thing you have to notice, divided by how many observations you will write, n or n minus 1. So
N.
5 or 4.
Here it will be N because this is population standard
right?
deviation.
If it is asked for the sample standard deviation, you would have used n minus 1, that is 4, right? So here you have to use 5 and this solve it, okay?
Sorry, sir, not able to get.
It's okay, we'll try, otherwise we'll discuss anywhere. Okay, so 30 students have tried it. Let's see the answers. So 9, 9, 9, 9.5, 8.8. Okay, so 11 and 3.3. So let's see the solution, okay? Right. So as I mentioned, right? So maybe I can solve it. It's okay. Maybe I'll just try it once and solve it. So some adjustments are needed. It's okay. Maybe let's try this out. So there are multiple ways to solve this, but let's try with this way. So suppose, because I do not know what are the x1, x2, I will write these observations as x1, x2, x3, x4 and x5. Okay. So I have given the mean for these observations as what? 10. And what is population standard deviation? Equals to how much?
6.
6. Okay. So if mean is x bar, then how will I write the mean? The formula is x1 plus x2 plus x3 plus x4 plus x5 divided by 5, right? Which is equals to x bar, which is equals to 10. So x1 plus x2 plus x3 plus x4 plus x5 is equals to how much here?
50.
Is 50. Okay. So this is one thing. Then what about population standard deviation? Hello. Okay.
Population.
Just have to find the original mean.
Original mean, right? So I can use the other formula. So okay, maybe I'll just check once. Answer is not written here. Okay, maybe I'll solve with this. That's it. Okay, what is population standard deviation? So it is root of x1 minus
xi minus x bar whole square by n.
Right, like this. And I'll write until x5 minus x bar to the whole square divided by
n.
N here it is 5, right?
Yes.
So I can compactly write it as summation of xi minus x bar to the whole square, right? Divided by n. This is root of the sigma, which is given as 6. So if I use the variance formula, it will be sigma square, right? Sigma square equals to 36, right? It will be 6 square, which is equals to summation of xi minus x bar to whole square divided by n, which is 5 here. So, so 36 into 5 will be my summation of xi minus x bar whole square. Okay, that's fine. Now, okay, so it will be, okay, I'll write this. 180 equals to summation of xi minus x bar whole square. So this is for the previous data, right? Previous data, this has happened. Okay. Now,
can you repeat?
so this is for the data which is given, right? Where, okay, if you see the question is written as the mean and population standard deviation of some data set which contains 5 observations is 10 and 6. So so let's say I have assumed that this data set is x1, x2, x3, x4 and x5. The mean for this data set is x bar equals to 10 and sigma equals to 6. So by using this information, I have so this is my first equation and I have approached to this second equation, right? Now I got to know that one observation among these 5 observations, so either x1 was equals to 1 or either x2 was equals to 1 or any one of the observation was 1, which we have taken in this data set, but it is wrongly written as what? 6.
Wrongly
It is
written
noted
as
that
6.
one observation 1 is wrongly noted as 6. So what will happen? My mean should get reduced to some value, right? So suppose I will say that x1 was written as 6 instead of 1, right? And due to that, what is happening that I have to see. So there are two things actually. So if you know the properties of mean and variance, you know that okay, we cannot use it actually because you have to. Okay, let's so instead of x1 equals to 6, I have to use x1 as equals to 1. So from this equation 1, I'll write it this equation 1 again. The equation 1 is x1 plus x2 plus x3 plus x4 plus x5 equals to how much? 50, right?
50.
And I said that x1 is wrongly, x1 was equals to 6. So 6 plus x2 plus x3 plus x4 plus x5 equals to how much?
44.
It is 50. It is 50, right? So I can write x2 plus x3 plus x4 plus x5 as equals to how much?
50 minus 6.
44.
So where did we
Right.
get 50 from?
We have written here, no? So from this information, x
Okay,
bar
okay,
equals
okay,
to,
okay, okay. Got it,
right?
got it, got it.
10 is the mean and 5 are the
But
observation.
instead of that, it was equals to 1, right? So I'll say 1 plus, now this was old data set, right? For new data set,
Yeah.
it is 1 plus x2 plus x3 plus x4 plus x5 equals to, that we have to find out, right? That we have to find out, this question mark, correct? Now 1 plus, and I know from this it is equals to 44.
44.
So 1 plus 44 is equals to how much?
45.
So now new mean is x bar
9.
new is equals to 45 divided by 5.
5 is equal to 9.
9. So similarly, what will happen to my this standard deviation? That also has to be changed, right? Correct? Okay. But how to find the answer to that? So can I use this equation 2 directly?
No.
No, because this
No,
was
right?
calculated with mean 10, but we have to
Yeah.
calculate it by mean 9, and we have to change a number also.
It's all the numbers, right? So
Yeah.
so we cannot use this one. So for that we have to see one derivation. It's a small derivation. So I know the population variance is equals to 1 by 9 summation of 1 by n summation of xi minus x bar to the whole square, right? So this xi minus x bar whole square I have expanded. So how it will look like? Xi square plus x bar square minus 2xi x bar. This is small adjustment, right? You know that expansion formula, right? A minus b to the whole square is a square plus b square minus 2ab, right? So a here it is xi and b is x bar. So it is a square is xi square, b is x bar, so x bar square minus 2xi into x bar, right? This is okay? This step is okay?
Sir,
Yes, this is
sorry
a
for
square formula.
So sorry for the interference. You wrote on that your notepad, right? In that, why we need to, in that directly itself, we will x1 plus x2, x3, x4, x5 equal to 50 we identified for whole data set. And for that x is equal to 1 applied, and then again 44 plus 1, 45. Then in between, why we arrived for a population standard deviation in this area? That it's not
Yeah, no,
for
that was not required. I have just written that to say that I cannot use that equation. Okay, leave that part. Anyway, that is not required because we cannot use that part. So that's why we need to do some adjustment here. That is what I wanted to tell you. Okay. So what are these adjustment? I will tell you now. So okay, so think about this. 1 upon n sum xi square minus plus x bar square minus 2xi into x bar. Until this point is fine. Expansion until this second step is okay, right?
Yes, sir. Yes. Sir.
Okay.
Yes.
Now next, what I have done is, okay. So you can just find, okay, maybe. So let's say summation. This is 1 upon n summation of xi minus x bar to the whole square. This is my population variance. So here I'll say it is sigma square, right? Sigma square. So 1 upon n. So if I expanded this, then it will become summation xi square plus x bar square minus 2 xi into x bar, right? This is my solution, right? Okay. Now what I have to do is, what is this table? Okay, fine. So I will use this summation inside this. So it will become summation of xi square, right? Summation of xi square plus summation of x bar square minus summation of 2 xi into x bar. This is okay? This I can do, right?
Yes, sir.
These
This
are the
will just
individual,
yes, sir. Sigma just
and
we will get an.
and this 1 upon n is divided to every term, right? This okay? This fine, right? Until this point?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So 1 upon n is outside. Again, this under this bracket. So what will be my okay, maybe I can do one thing. So this will become as it is, summation of xi square. What will happen to summation of x bar square? So x bar is constant, right? X bar is
Yes, sir.
constant,
That's the mean. Yeah.
right? Mean.
Yes, sir.
So right, so it is I equals to 1 to 5, right? Or I equals to 1 to n. This summation is from I equals to 1 to n. So if any constant, if I add for n times, what will happen?
Okay, NC.
N into constant, right? Constant, right? So since x bar is constant, x bar square is also a constant, right?
Yes.
So if I add this x bar square n times, what will happen? It will become n into
X bar square.
X bar square.
This is okay?
Okay. Yes.
Fine. Now next, 2 times xi into x bar. So in this case, x bar is constant, 2 is constant, right? This is constant.
Yes.
This is also constant. So I will take it out. So it will become 2 into x bar. And inside it will become summation of xi, right?
Here we will not multiply with n, 2nx or something.
So okay, I will tell you how this happen. Let's say one constant is there, okay, and one variable. So let's say there are variables cx1, cx2, cx3, cx4, and cx5. What will happen to this? If I wanted to
We'll
write
take
in
common of
it will
C.
become
What will happen to this?
Okay, C will come
If I want to
outside
write
and this is
cxi, right? I equals to 1 to 5. So in this
yes.
case, if you see C, I can take constant and x1 plus x2 up to x5, right? So this I can write C into summation of I equals to 1 to 5 into
Okay.
xi, right? Right? So here what is happening? This 2x bar is constant. So if I multiply that with xi, and if I do the summation, that will come out, right, as a
Okay.
constant. That is okay. This step is fine.
Yes. Yes.
Okay. Okay, until this point is fine. So I'll write it again once more. 1 upon n in the bracket summation of x by I square. I cannot do anything with this, plus n into x bar square. That is fine with all of you. So here it is 2x bar because it's constant. Sorry, 2x bar. Now summation of xi, what can I do with this? The summation of xi. So I know what is mean.
We
What
can
is x
convert
bar?
Mean
X bar
into
is
n.
x bar is summation of xi upon n, right?
Yes.
Yes.
So I can write summation of xi as n into x bar, right?
Yes.
Correct. So if I put it here, it will become n into x bar. This is okay.
Yes.
Okay. So the next step will be 1 upon n in the bracket summation of xi square plus n into x bar
2n x bar square.
x bar minus
2n
Minus 2n x bar
x
square.
bar square. Okay. That's okay. Now 1 upon n. Then you think
So
about
here
this
will be a
term.
square, nx square.
Sorry,
X bar
this is
square.
x bar square, right? So this term, if you see, so nx bar minus 2nx bar, what will become? What it will become?
Minus nx
Minus
nx
nx
bar
bar.
square.
Minus
Nx bar square.
x bar square, right?
Okay.
And if I divide it again with n, it will become summation of xi square upon n minus x bar square, right?
Yes.
Okay. So until this point is fine, I think, right? Okay. And now, okay, I wanted to find what? I wanted to find this until this term we have reached. Now we have to find mean of the original data set, right? I think we have completed that answer, I think, right?
Yeah,
What is
mean we completed. We are going
mean
to do
should be 9.
the SD, standard deviation.
Okay. So for standard deviation, until this point, you are okay, right? This
Yes.
formula.
Now I
Okay.
get the formula.
Right? This formula you get. Now you have to use this formula to find the next question's answer. So question 3 is, what is the population variance of the original data set? Now use this formula, use the mean of that previous thing, and find the answer. Okay, we'll discuss that answer after some time.
The mean of the new one, right?
No,
The
mean is
mean.
mean is already found out, right?
And 9.
Now we have,
yeah.
so we
So
have to
first
find
we
out.
have to calculate with the old one, then we compare, then we put the new mean and find out the value.
Think about it and solve, and then we'll discuss. Okay. Now you know the formula, right? How
Yes,
to expand
yes.
this formula? Just
Okay,
use it,
we'll
apply
try.
it, and yeah, just try it.
So can we also see the formula on the slide? Hello. So can we see the formula on the slide, please?
I think he's not there.
Yeah, that's what it looks like.
I can send it over chat.
Yes, please. Yes, please.
Okay, are you guys facing difficulties? It's only 12 students have responded until
So
now.
solved.
Yeah, but only 12 are. Okay.
Might be difficult.
So sigma xi square, how do I calculate that? From the previous one, it was, this is the old value or new value?
So you have to find the population variance for the new data set. I mean, the original data set is what? It should be, it should contain 1, right? Instead of 6.
Yeah.
Right. So you have the population standard deviation, or maybe you can say the population variance while considering that x1 equals to 6, right? Right. So that might cause the error, right? So you have to.
No, what I meant is, if I have to use the formula, I still need to know the summation of xi square. Because it's not
No,
the
you can use you can use this formula, right? So summation of xi square. So what does that mean? It is x1 square plus x2 square plus x3 square plus x4 square plus x5 square, right? Correct.
Correct.
And you know this value, population variance. You know n. So you can have this. Okay, maybe I'll just show you here. Okay, 1 minute. So let's. Okay, so let's maybe let's solve this question itself, right? So you have 36 here, right? How many? What is the value of n?
Same, 5.
5. So 36 into 5 equals to summation of xi square minus n is what?
5.
5. And what is the? So I'm calculating this for the
9.
that data set.
One.
No, for the mean equals to 10, right?
Okay.
Because I have used 36 here.
Okay.
So when my population variance was 36, that means at that time my mean was
10.
10, right?
10. That time mean was
5 into
10.
10. Right. So
So
36
it will
into 5
be.
is how much? 1 minute.
So
3,
summation of xi
180.
square is equal to
xi square equals to here 50. So I can
10
so it
square,
will be
sir, 100.
230 equals to summation
Sir,
of
5
xi
into
square.
10 square, sir.
Okay, sorry.
Yes, the 5 into 10 square.
So it will become 680, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So what is the summation of xi square?
Summation
This is
of whole
x1
values, right?
square plus x2 square plus x3 square plus x4 square plus
1 square.
xi square, right? Okay. You are taking x5 as 1. Okay, let's 1 square, it is 1. Now
Sorry,
I can
6. You have to take 6, right? Old
6.
value.
Okay. 6 square is 36.
Yeah.
So I can find that summation of I equals to 1 to 4 xi square, because this thing, right? This thing is common for the new data set also, right?
Yes.
So xi square plus 36 equals to 680, right?
Okay.
So I can use summation of xi square when I equals to 1 to 4 is equals to 680 minus 36, which is equals to 644, right? So this is, let's say, my equation number 3. Now I'll come
new one.
Right. So I'll just say for new one, what will happen? For new one, x bar new is what? 9. Right.
Yeah.
I do not know sigma. I'm going to find sigma square new. So I'll use the same formula. Sigma square new is equals to 1 upon n into summation of xi, where I equals to 1 to 5 xi square minus n into x bar square, right? But
Yeah.
for new one, n is how much?
5.
5.
Yeah.
Right. So I think this is in the bracket, right?
Okay.
Now,
okay, so we can
here,
break it down into summation of 1 to 4 plus.
So it will become so it is 644 plus 1 square.
Yeah.
The fifth value, right?
Yeah.
So it will become 645. So it is 645 minus n is
5.
5. X bar is
9 square. Yeah.
I can find out like 1 upon 5, 645 minus it is 81 into 5. How much? 81 into 5.
Yeah.
So
It is dividing by 5.
405 divided by 5. right? So 1 upon 5 into 645 minus 405, it is 240, right? Correct?
Correct. 48. 48.
Yeah, that's correct. So this 48 is what?
The sigma square.
So this is new variance, or maybe variance of original data set. Anything you can.
Sir, how do the 645 came from?
So here for new data set, what is this? This term? This is x1 square plus x2 square plus x3 square plus x4 square plus x5 square. The only thing is this x5 square, it should be equal to 1, right? 1 square, right? Because it was wrongly noted, right? Here if you see all these observations x1, x2, x3, x4, they are same for original data set and the new data set also, right? The mistake happened only in one observation, where instead of 1 we have written 6, right? So instead of 1 I have written 6 and I have calculated this value, right? Now all other values x1, x2, x3, x4, they were correct, right? So I can use this x1 square plus x2 because they are same, right? They are same for the previous data set and new data set also. The only problem occurs in one value. So we have assumed that one value is x5, right? So I'm saying that this is now 1 square, right? So until this point I have found out that the summation of I equals to 1 to 4 xi square is equals to 644. So this is 644 plus 1 square, which is 645, which is I have written here. You understand?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay.
Now I got it.
Okay. So that sigma nu square is equals to 48. Then what is sigma nu? It is root of 48. So it is 2 into or maybe
6.92. 93. 6.93.
Yeah, 4 into root 3. So whatever answer is there, that should be the correct answer, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
So I think you can see that here it is written like this. Okay, I'll share the slides with all of you. I think all of you have got the week 1 and 2 slides. I'll share these slides also. But whatever explanation I have given, just remember that. Or if you don't understand, you can again go back in YouTube video and you can check it. Okay. Okay. So that should be this. Okay. This is
so one more question on the related to the previous slide. So is there a statement we can have that the new mean changes the sigma? If it is more, if the new mean is increasing, will it increase the standard deviation?
Okay, so when only one observation is different, right? Then in that case we cannot say like we cannot say, right? But when all observations are changed by the same number of so I think that there is, let's take an example. For example, let's say there are 5 observations, right? x1, x2, x3, x4 and x5, and they have some mean, okay, and they have some standard deviation or variance. Okay, when all the observations are changed by some constant c, so cx1, cx2, cx3, cx4 and cx5, in that case what will happen to mean? My mean will change
multiplied by
cn into x bar.
Yeah.
Right. What will happen to my standard deviation? No change.
It won't change. Yeah.
Right. Why? Because this is xi minus x bar to whole square.
Because mean is just shifted.
So that constant does not change anything.
Yeah.
So this, you can see through the formula, but when only one observation is changing, right? In that case, we cannot say firmly that it will happen in the way. Okay, but we can certainly say the mean can change to something else, because in the previous example, if you see, so one observation was 1 and it was wrongly noted as 6. So when it was 6, then that means mean is more than it should have, when it should be 1, right? That is visible, right?
Yeah.
Right. So you can definitely say that mean can be decreased when my observation was shifted from 6 to 1, right? Or maybe changed to from 6 to 1, right? Or when it is changed from 1 to 6, that means mean is increased, right? But we cannot say the same thing for standard deviation for sure. We can say for mean, but we cannot say for standard deviation. Okay.
Got it. Thank you.
Okay. So let's solve this question. Prelude 1 to question number 4. This is a stem and leaf plot, and it represents the marks obtained by students in test of 50 marks. Calculate the 25th percentile. One more question before solving this question is, how many observations you can see from the stem and leaf plot?
9.
9. Okay.
9.
So this is the data for 9 students. So when you see 3 and that blank, that means no student is that in that range. Correct?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
So I think yeah, remember in that into that 9 and solve this. This is a simple one. But yeah, just right.
Done.
Okay, this is not that difficult. Just try to do it fast.
Excuse me, sir. Hello. Hello, is anyone there?
Yes.
So,
I think sir cannot hear us.
okay. So what I wanted to ask is basically in this stem and leaf plot, are there no values for 3? It's just like blank, or do we have to find it?
Blank, it's empty.
No, right? There is no such value. So
Okay. So what there are no values.
there is no
for
data
the-
point.
Okay.
Then there is no for 5 also, right? No for 6.
Oh,
50
okay.
and 60 onward also it's not there.
All right. Thanks, man. Appreciate it.
Can someone please help me? Where can we find the slides of these assignments in our dashboard? I'm unable to find them.
In the intro, if you go to stats in the very first tab, there is intro on the left hand side. There you will be able to find the link for these slides.
It's called supplementary contents. There are like lecture PPT and slides as well.
Yeah, lecture PPTs are there.
Right. Oh wait, lecture PPTs. Right.
No, these are not. These are
Yeah,
different.
yeah. You're right. You're right. That's not the same.
No, they are not the same. But they said they have uploaded.
If you'll go to course introduction, there
Yes,
you will have to go to general instructions and important links. There you should be able to find the link for this.
recorded session.
It was one of these, isn't it?
So if n dot p is 2.25, we have to choose the second or third observation.
Third.
Because I read nearest one, right? Nearest is 2 or 3.
We have to next highest.
Next integer. Here is
Not near it.
Sorry, sir, where are you getting this feedback or this poll from?
Sorry, what happened? No, this is periodic. So you cannot see. I can see this.
Oh, from here, when you type on chat, you can see this. You can
No.
get this.
No.
Okay, probably missed it because we joined late.
Okay, no issues. So, no, what thing you wanted to say? You wanted to.
So I was asking if the n dot p value is 2.25, like in this case. So we should choose the second observation or the third observation.
Third observation. When it is not integer, we should take the next higher value. So for example, here, so you can see that this is arranged data already, right?
Yeah.
Right. So if I arrange, can you tell me the values?
12.
20.
1 minute. Just give me a minute. I'll just use a new page. 12.
18.
18.
20.
20.
25.
25.
25.
25.
25.
Again 25. Okay.
45.
How much?
45.
45.
45.
47.
47.
49.
49.
9. Yes, sir.
Okay. So how many observations are here? 1, 2,
9.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Right. What is the mode of this data?
25.
25. Okay. Okay. So how n equals to how much? 9.
9.
Right. We have to find 25th percentile. Correct. So 25th percentile means the value of p is equals to how much? 0.25 by 100, which is equals to 0.25. So I need to find the product n into p, which is 9 into 0.25. So I can say 9 into 1 by 4. So it will be 2.25, which is not an integer, right? So when it is not integer, then what we'll do? We'll take the next highest integer, which is 3 in this case, right? So 3 means which value?
20.
So all this data is already arranged, right? So whenever you are finding any percentile value, you have to arrange the data in increasing order. So in this case, since it is a stem and leaf plot, it is already in an arranged order. So you can see that third observation will be what?
20.
This 20. So this is my third observation, and that is the value of 25th percentile. Okay. So suppose it is not. So suppose, for example, let's say, which value will be?
Nothing. Only 9 observations. So all integer will not get.
Okay. Let's say any integer value is coming. So for example, there are, let's say, 10 observations are there, and if you wanted to find the 25th percentile, in that case, let's say n is equals to 10, p is equals to 0.25, in that or maybe p is equals to 0.5, 50th percentile if I want to find,
Yeah.
it will be 0.5, it is equals to 5. So 5 is what? 5 is an integer. So in that case, what you have to do, you have to take fifth observation. So you
Plus
have to take
sixth
average
observation.
of fifth and sixth observation.
By
So let's say there were like one more observation I'll add. Let's say here it is 50. In that case, fifth observation will be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That is 25. Sixth observation will be again 25 and divided by 2. So the
25.
so the 50th percentile value is
25.
25. So that is one example I wanted to show. Otherwise, in this case, what is the answer?
20.
20. So my 25th percentile value is
20.
Yeah, again 2.5, so 3. Yeah. Third observation.
Okay, fine. So my 25th percentile value is 20.
the 2 point whatever, this will be 3, right?
3, yeah. 2.25 also 3, 2.75 is also 3. Okay, you have to take the next highest integer. Okay, so let's solve the question number 2. Calculate the median if all observations are converted to 2 points, sorry, 10 points. Okay, so what does that mean if all observations are converted to 10 points? So currently these marks are out of how much? How many marks? Is out of
50
50.
marks.
So you have to convert those 50 marks to 10 marks. So 12 marks will become how much?
12 divided by
12 by 5
12
marks.
by 5, right? 12 by 5.
5.
Yeah. So what you can do is you can just find the median by using this data out of 50, and whatever final value is there, you just have to divide it by 5. That will also give you the correct answer. Or you can do what you can do. You can change all the observations by dividing it by 5, and then you find the median. But I think the most like the simple way of doing it is calculate the median out of 50 marks and divide that median value by 5.
5.
That will give you the answer, marks out of 10. Okay.
So why we are doing this? Are we changing the scale of the data? Or?
Yes, we are changing the scale of the data.
Is this mean this is out of 50 and we have to find out of 10?
Yes.
So solid fast.
Done, sir.
Okay, so shall we see the answer? Okay, so the data set is same. I will just right. So if I here n equals to 9, right? Again, in this case n equals to 9 again. What is the value of I need to find 50th percentile or median, right?
Median.
So then the value of p will be equals to 50 by 100, which is 0.5, correct? 0.5. Now I have to find the product n into p, which is 9 into 0.5, which is 4.5.
4.5.
This is not an integer, so I will move to the next highest integer, which is equals to 5. That means I have to check which observation? Fifth observation. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is my
25th.
observation.
Oh, yes, sir.
Observation. So
50th percentile.
my 50th percentile is
25.
Percentile is. So I'll say that there are 50% people who scored more than 25 out of 50, right? Right? Or there are 50% of the people who scored less than 25 marks in a class. So these 25 marks are out of how many?
50.
So these are out of 50.
9. Oh, out of 50.
Out of 50, right? These
Right,
are
right.
the
Total
marks,
number
right?
of marks.
So I need to convert these marks to
10.
out of 10. So how will I do? Since 10 is in, like, if you see the proportion, so it is 50 by 10. So I will do the similar division here. It is 25 by 10. So
2.5.
how many marks will be there?
2.5.
2.5 marks out of 10. So if I represent this data in terms of, in points of 10, then my median will be 2.5. You can check by solving this also. So if I divide it
This
here,
step is not clear to me. Could you please repeat?
okay, I'll show you. So anyway, so you whatever percentile you have calculated, it is calculated based on the out of 50 marks, right? So I need to convert those 50 marks into 10, right? Convert 50 to 10, right? In the question it is written like that. So if I convert this data set into 10, what will happen? So 12 will become 12 by
5.
Sorry, not 5. 10. Yes, sorry. 12 by 5. Then
So
18
why
will become,
5? Why 12 by 5?
because these marks are out of how many? 50, right? Right.
It is
If I
scaled
wanted
by
to convert
1/5.
out of 10,
50.
so if 12 is out of 50, so out of 10 it will be 12 by 5, right?
It is scaled by 1/5.
Okay.
Generally you do the percentages like this, right? Or maybe how you do the division like this. So if somebody scored 10 marks out of 100, how much marks he'll score out of 50? 5, right?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So out of 100, if somebody has scored 10 marks, then out of 50, how many marks someone will score? 5, right? Because it is, this 50 is half than the 100. So out of 50, it will again become half, right? So let's say it is x. I wanted to find x. So how will you do? Cross. Oh, sorry, I just doing the mistake. Sorry. So I need to check. Let's say out of 100, somebody has scored, let's say, 10 marks. So out of 50, how many marks somebody has to score? It is x. So if I do cross multiplication, it will become 100 into x equals to 10 into 50, right? So which I can write it as x is equals to, then
500 by
500 by
100
100.
by 100.
or I can write 10 by 100 into 50, right? Right?
Yes, sir.
Same thing, correct? So 10 by 100, what does that mean? I have scored 10 marks out of 100. So how many marks I'll score out of 50? So it is 10 by 100 into 50, which is nothing but 5, right? So what I have done here, I've scaled it to half, right? So similarly, if somebody has scored 12 marks out of 50, right? So for 50, 12 marks. So for 10, how many marks, right? This is my question here, right? So I will do the cross multiplication. It will become x into 50 and 12 into 10. which is nothing but x equals to 12 by 50 into 10. I'll do that 12 by 5. So similarly, if 12 is there, 12 by 5, 18 is there, it will become 18 by 5, 20 is there, 20 by 5. I can rearrange this data set and try to find the answer. So the 25 will become how much? 25 by 5, which is
5.
5, right? Is 5. Okay, then why should this answer is coming as 2.5? Okay, sorry. This has to be 5, right? 50 by 5 equals to 10, right? So 25 by 5 equals to 5. The correct answer is 5. Right?
Yes, sir.
All of you understand this?
Yes, sir.
Yes, we did.
Okay, so but you did not notify me this is not 2.5, this is 5. Okay, that's fine. I don't know. So what answers all of you have given? 5, a lot of people has given 5, right? So 5 is the correct answer. Okay, 2.5 is not the correct answer because we are going from 50 to 10 by dividing 5. Actually, we are going. So
Yes,
out of
this answer
50,
will
if
be
it is
5.
so out of 50 it is 25. Then out of 10 it should be 25 by 5, which is equals to 5. So the correct answer should be 5, not 2.5. Okay. Okay. Fine. That should be the correct answer, right? So 25 by 50 into 10 equals to 5. Okay. Now, with the same data set, calculate the third quartile. So yeah, do it faster. So we are like approaching to 8. So this is very simple
Sir,
thing.
sir, could you please help? Where can we find the slides of these solve with us sessions in the dashboard? I'm unable to find them.
Okay.
Supplementary con.
No, it is not there in the supplementary con.
Done, sir.
Okay.
Done, sir.
Okay. So my screen is not visible to you, right?
No, sir.
Okay.
No.
Okay, fine.
Sir, third quartile means 75th observation.
No.
75th
Sorry.
percentile.
Yes. 75th percentile. Okay, so sorry, I'm not able to open my dashboard. So somebody can help them, like help her that find that.
So it is there in supplementary contact peer deck slides.
Yeah, you can check the in supplementary contest. You can check peer deck slides. So week 1 and 2 are available there. Week 3
Yes,
I will upload it by tomorrow. Okay.
There is no peer slides in supplementary content.
I think okay.
It's there.
It's there. You can open. You can refresh it once and just check under supplementary contents. Any peer deck slides option is there. Okay. Okay. My screen is visible to all of you, right?
Yes.
Okay. Have you found out the third quartile? So I think that is easier. So P equals to 0.75, N equals to 9. So 9 into 0.75 is 6.75. Again, it is not an integer. So we'll go to the next highest integer, which is 7. So 7th observation will be what?
What?
Which one?
45.
5. So my third quartile or 75th percentile is 45. So the correct answer should be 45. Okay. Calculate the 5-number summary. That is question number 4. So 5-number summary consists of what? Minimum value for first quartile or 25th percentile, second quartile or 50th percentile or a median, third quartile and or 75th percentile, and maximum value. So these 5 values should be there. So you have to write by comma separated values. Okay. I think we have calculated 25th percentile, 50th and 75th. You have to just find the minimum value and the maximum value. That will be it. So just take 2 minutes and find it out.
Done, sir.
The
Done.
Done, sir.
Twenty, 25, 45, and 12, 49. Yeah, that should be the correct answer, right? So minimum value is 12, maximum value is 49. We have calculated
Q1, Q2, and Q3 before.
you just have to use those values. Okay. Okay, so the correct answer should be 12, 20, 25, 45, and 49. That is my 5-number summary. Okay. Okay, fine. So yeah, now this is this is again the same stem and leaf plot. You have to find the interquartile range for this. So what is interquartile range? It's Q3 minus Q1. So we have already found out Q3 and Q1. Just write your answers quickly.
Done, sir.
Yeah, just wait for 1 minute. We'll move to the next question.
Done.
Okay. So what is the value of Q3? 45. What is the value of Q1? 20. So Q3 minus Q1 is what?
25.
Interquartile range. So it should be 25. Yeah. So a lot of people have given the answer 25. Some of are saying 20. Why 20? Then the mistake in subtraction. Just check your calculations, okay? So you should not do this kind of like small mistakes. Okay. Okay, then I think it's simple one. So Q1 is 20, Q3 is 45, Q3 minus Q1 is 25. Okay. It's okay. Outliers, to find outliers, we have two conditions. So outlier should be all those values which are lesser than Q1 minus 1.5 times IQR. Okay. And all those values which are greater than Q3 plus 1.5 IQR. So if any given data set is there, and you have to find first Q1, you have to find the Q1, Q3, and then you have to find the IQR from that data. Then you have to find two values, which is Q1 minus 1.5 IQR, and another value is Q3 plus 1.5 IQR. So if you find these values, all those values which are lesser than the first value, and all those values which are higher than the second value, So second value means Q3 plus 1.5 IQR. Those are outliers. Those are considered as outlier in the data set. Okay. So I'll just represent once more here by using the box plot. I'll show it, and that is your 5 number summary as well. So if you see, this is right. This is my box plot, right? For some data set, this is my, let's say this is my box plot. What does this value represent? Minimum value in the data set. What
It's the
does
minimum value.
Answer.
Upper one the maximum value, and the lower box one Q1.
25
Q1,
upper
first
box
quartile.
one Q3,
Q3,
and the middle one
and
is
middle
wherever the
Q2
point.
Q2 can be
Wherever
anywhere,
the point. Yes.
right? Q2 can be Q1 also, Q2 can be Q3 also, or any value in between. Okay, so this is my box plot representation, and this is also my representation of what? 5 number summary, right?
Yes.
This is my 5 number summary also, right? Okay, so so one formula is Q1 minus 1.5 times IQR. So what is IQR actually?
Interquartile range.
Between this, right? This is Q3 minus Q1, right? So 1.5 times IQR. So all values, suppose I do not know what is the value, but let's suppose IQR comes here somewhere. So this value comes, this value, let's say it is coming here. So all those values which are below this, these are what? Outliers in the data set, right? And another formula is Q3 plus 1.5 times IQR. So let's say it is somewhere here. All values upper side, it is, those are outliers, right? So
Is
all
this the
values.
precise definition of outliers?
Sorry?
Is this the precise definition
Yes,
of outliers?
yes.
Okay, sir.
Okay. So you have to find these two values, and you have to check in the data set whether any outlier is present in the data set or not. Okay. So based on this, solve this question number 6. So again, the same data set is there. We have to find how many outliers are there. How many outliers are there? Okay. Not which outliers are there, how many outliers are there. Okay. Just take 5 minutes and solve it, and then we'll.
One, 3. Eight, 7, 70. बस आ रही हूँ मैं 82.5 1.
Done, sir.
Three.
So there are no outlier, right?
I could find one outlier.
Which
I
one?
didn't
No
find
outlier.
any.
12.
No, I found no
12
outliers.
outlier. I didn't find any outliers.
Q1 is
Outlier.
20. How
Yes, sir.
12 can be outlier?
I don't think there is any outlier over here.
Yeah.
Oh, wait. So that's in negative terms. If who was that got 12 as an outlier? Because it will be true if it was in a positive term, but in negative term it won't be.
Okay, so
Okay.
have you guys find it out like what is IQR in this case? So that
Yes, sir.
so yeah, so
Yes, sir,
similar
but
data set was there,
here,
right?
if we apply that Q1 minus 1.5 IQR, I don't know, this is for me negative. I don't know I'm
Okay,
doing
no
it right
issues,
or
no issues.
No,
wrong.
that is correct.
Sir.
That can be
Sorry,
negative.
sir.
It
Yeah.
can be negative.
Yeah, it can be.
Because that value it is there, right? So any value below that value, that will be considered as outlier. Okay, because see, all your data set it won't contain positive values all the time, right? It can contain, so sometimes the data will look like this: 2 minus 2 minus 1, then 2 3, right? And let's say
7.
20, and let's say minus 25. Okay, this is some data set is there. It can happen. Okay, any kind of data set is like that. So in this case, what is n? Value of n? It is 6, right?
6.
Okay, q1 is to find q1. To find q1, what will the value of p? It is 0.25. So np is 6 into 0.25, which is 6 by 4, which is 3 by 2, which is 1.5. So that means the second observation.
Minus 2. Q1 will
Minus
be
two.
minus 2.
So q1 equals to minus 2. Okay. What will be the value of q2? Sorry, q3.
3.
3
I
is
think.
0.75 into 6. It is 6 into 3 by 4. Right? So it is 3 by 2 is 4.5. That means the fifth observation. So fifth
No,
observation
that is
will be
3.
3. IQR is 3 minus 2, which is 5. Right? Okay. Outlier conditions are, there are two conditions. So one condition is Q1 minus 1.5 times
1.5 into IQR.
So what is Q1?
Q1 is minus 2.
Minus 1.5 into 5. So 5 into 1.5 is
7.5.
7.5. So it is minus 2. Minus 7.5 is this minus
9.5. Oh,
this is my first value. Okay. Second value is Q3 plus 1.5 times IQR. So what is Q3? 3 plus again 7.5.
7.5. 10.5.
So in my
Okay,
data
there are
set,
two
all values,
outliers here.
not outliers, all the values which are lesser than minus 9.5. So this is one limit. Okay, these are the limits actually.
Yes.
Okay, so how many values are there which are lesser than 9.5?
The two outliers, 20 and minus 25. Both are
This
outliers.
one and this one. So these are two outliers. So how many outliers are there in this case? 2. So in our case, which was there, in this case, what is the value of Q1?
Q1 value is
20.
20.
Q1 is 20. Q3 is
45.
45. So IQR is
25.
25.
Okay. So if I use my conditions here, it is equals to Q1 is
20 minus
20 minus
1.5
times
into 25.
So which is how much?
37.5. Q1 minus 37.5, which is minus 17.5.
20 minus 37.5, which is minus
17.5.
That's why I get
minus
confused, and which I think I did some
this
mistake
is a
over
limit.
here.
Yeah, this is the limit, no issues. So Q3 is what?
45.
45
plus 1.5 into
25. So it is 45 plus
7.5.
So
82.5.
82.5. So all values which are less than this limit, right? All values which are less than this limit, these are outliers, and all values which are higher than this limit are outliers. So in our data set, you can see no values there below minus 7.5 and no values there above 82.5, right? So there is no outlier or zero outliers in the data set. Fine.
Okay.
So you can check how many outliers are there. So right, this is one limit minus 7.5. All values which are less than this, these are outliers, and all values which are greater than 82.5, these are the outliers. But there are no such kind of values in the data set, and hence there is no outlier in the given data set, right? I hope it is clear to all of you how to find outlier, how to find
Yes, sir.
percentiles, quartiles, 5-number summary, box plot, everything is clear, right?
Yes.
Yep.
Okay,
Yes, sir.
fine.
Thank you, sir.
Fine. Okay, guys. I think all the questions which are there in the starting of the session, those I think all have been answered. So I think that's it. Okay, you can anyway you can use these sessions which are there as I mentioned in the earlier of the session, that you can use those open session or problem solving sessions which are taken by student TS. Those will be available on weekdays. In the one session is there in the morning, one is in the evening, so you can use you can take the help from them also. Okay guys, thank you. Thank you for joining the session. Good night. Okay, bye.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.